I wanted to talk about why I sold all my camera gear and switched to mobile videography. And no, this isn't clickbait. I actually did sell everything. Let's begin in 2016. Like many others, I got into videography after watching Casey Neistat. Even back then, it wasn't the video quality that drew me in, but rather Casey's ability to capture experiences and make it fun. My first camera was the Olympus TG870. It was waterproof, it had a flip screen, and it was awesome. I brought it on a trip to Peru in a case no larger than my hand and shot one of my favorite videos to date. At times, the video was shaky, not color graded, and perfect in my eyes. After Casey, I stumbled onto Peter McKinnon and was drawn to the cinematic quality, before the word cinematic warranted an eye roll. I upgraded through many cameras and got more gear. I stuck to my preferred run-and-gun kit, but the size and price began to add up. First, the $300 Olympus wasn't enough. Then the $600 Sony wasn't enough. And then the $1,100 GH5, and you get the picture. Over time, my videos did get better. Sort of. I learned a bit about exposure, composition, color grading, and sound design. Also learned how to use DaVinci Resolve. Along the way, I also discovered my shooting style. I much preferred run and gun, almost to a fault. Being that I don't have a traditional film background, I saw no appeal in taking time to set up shots and bringing backpacks full of gear. My goal hadn't changed from the Peru trip. Capture the moments as they happen and move on. And that's why I think my videos also got worse over time. Worse to me anyways. The bigger and more expensive my kit got, the less I wanted to bring it with me. On top of all that, all the cinematic noise was in my head. It's not cinematic if you have shaky video, even if you're shooting a friend having the time of their life. The highlights are blown out. Best not even to shoot this at all. Your color grade isn't teal and orange, you idiot, and so on. In other words, my videos became more professional, but less personal, which to me was a bad thing. I didn't want to compromise one for the other. And, being honest with myself, I have no desire to become a full-time filmmaker. I don't need my videos to be client-worthy. I don't need a reel to convince people to hire me. I'm just a guy making home videos. Anyways, it all came to a head a few months ago, on a family trip to the mountains. Every day, I debated whether or not to bring my camera. Will it be too heavy for this long hike? Will I get dust in it? What if it gets stolen in the car? And so on. It was actually stressful thinking about this, which is so far removed from the fun I had in the beginning. Ironically, the mountain video turned out great, but I still dwelled on the moments I had missed because I didn't bring my camera. After that, I said enough is enough, so the next time out, I decided to shoot on my phone, just to experiment. It's sort of obvious, but it really struck me at how easy it was to shoot with the phone. No settings to worry about, no lenses to change, and no worrying about packing it or not. Looking at the phone clips at home, I was surprised. The footage looked good. Not mirrorless camera good, but good enough. Most casual people won't even tell the difference anyways, and they certainly won't care. There are clear disadvantages to mobile video. Yes, you lose out on dynamic range and low light shooting. Yes, you lose out on focal length. Yes, iPhone video is over-sharpened. I get it. But to me, none of that matters, because my kit is now stabilized, waterproof, and in my pocket all the time. There's that old saying that the best camera is the one you have with you. It took me years and thousands of dollars to learn what that really meant. So, I've sold all my camera gear and went back to the basics. And I admit, I feel excitement like the first time I took out my camera in Peru. Because I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy making home movies.